I'd see him sitting on that couch all day long, just staring at that Hollywood hogwash.
Our favorite show was Hollywood Hogwash.
Hey everyone, welcome to another episode of Hollywood Hogwash. I'm Andrew Pisano, along with Josh Reese.
Yo, Andrew, I'm kind of excited this week. You know, we saw a really good episode of the House of the Dragon, and you know what, She-Hulk. You know, it's She-Hulk.
Okay, She-Hulk is shitty. I mean, we know this.
No, She-Hulk
it
is
gets
fine.
worse every single week.
It's fine.
I like House of Dragon, but you know, it's getting a little boring. Look, the build-up is good. There needs to be a really good payoff. We're not going to spoil anything here, but so far, like, really not much has happened.
Some stuff happened this week, but we'll get to it.
Some stuff happened. I like the show, but we got to get going already. We're 5 episodes in now.
It's a slow burn, Andrew. It's a slow burn.
Yeah, I mean,
it's
obviously.
building the core audience.
Yeah, sure.
It's got us hooked.
I mean, it's apparently not. It's not much like Game of Thrones. Game of Thrones is kind of like quick and.
It's Game of Thrones, but with more drama.
More drama?
More drama.
I think killing people would be more drama.
Well, yeah.
I don't know.
More action.
But yes, we have She-Hulk. Unfortunately, we have House of the Dragon. But first, let's get into the Hollywood Hogwash. And, well, look who's back in the news again.
Guess who's back? Back again. His name is Ezra.
No. Their name is Ezra Miller.
Their name. Or them's name. Them's name? Whatever.
No, that's stupid. Why would you say that?
The whole thing? Yes. Stupid, Andrew.
So Vanity Fair has a new article titled Ezra Miller's Messiah Delusions Inside the Flash Star's Dark Spiral. Well, how would they know it's delusion? They don't know. Have they met him? Maybe he really is a Messiah.
Well, I'm sure they talked to a lot of people in the article, for the article.
Yeah, they did. So people cited in the article, they describe bizarre rituals that Ezra would allegedly tout themselves as a real-life superhero, and supposedly even had an altar at their home where they'd host sermons. So Ezra had an altar of himself.
So did he actually think he was Barry Allen?
Barry Allen?
Flash?
Maybe.
A superhero?
Who's going to take down the KKK? Another person claims one day Ezra went ballistic and demanded that actress Susan Sarandon come to pay him tribute at the altar for snubbing them at a dinner party.
I believe it, sure.
Hey, Miss Sarandon, it's me. It's me, Ezra Miller. And Susan Sarandon's like, who are you?
You know, from the Bengal Ghouls.
Fuck you, bitch. Yeah, the
and
Bengal
don't worry,
Ghoul.
we've got our eye on you.
Yes. Vanity Fair also reported that most of Ezra's legal troubles have dissipated, suggesting that Miller has paid off most of the alleged victims. I saw one today on TMZ. It's a video from 2020 where, like, it's in like a store or something. He puts his hand around this woman's throat and then takes her to the ground. It's like, that happened 2 years ago?
We're just finding out about the stuff now. I mean, it's crazy. This guy seems like a crazy nutbag, and he's been a crazy nutbag for a long time.
He seems like a crazy nutbag.
Right.
I get it. You don't want to get sued by Ezra.
No, not at all.
Allegedly. He's a nutbag. Yeah, I don't know. A lot of craziness. But I mean, yeah, 2020, he's like choking a woman.
And yet they were like, you know what? This guy, I think he's going to be our rock for the next 10 years, you know? Yeah. We're going to build a franchise behind this man.
This is going to be the movie. Warner Brothers like, well, we'll cancel Batgirl. That's not going to come out.
Right. We'll cancel Batgirl, but we'll go with the misogynistic guy who chokes women instead. Yeah. You know, that one seems like a real great one. Oh, Lord Jesus.
Yeah.
DC, how crazy are you guys? While we're on the DC topic, I did kind of want to bring up this just to kind of share how bananas DC has been. Maybe
Yeah.
not currently, but just in
Or
general.
just Warner Brothers.
Warner Brothers, New Line Cinema, who's part of Warner Brothers.
Yeah.
They're the guys who made Blade way back in the day. But apparently they had the rights to
Whoa.
Iron Man.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah, but apparently they had the rights to Iron Man, but the head of New Light, this was from the Hollywood Reporter, but the head of New Light Cinema said that they let the rights lapse because they were arguing it didn't make sense because Iron Man is just too heavy to fly.
Yeah, well, I mean, there's also a story that Marvel offered Sony to buy all of the superheroes back, like to literally own the movie rights to every Marvel hero. And Sony was like, they only bought, Spider-Man and the Fantastic Four and a few others. They were like, these are the ones people care about.
Wow.
So they could have bought, all of the Marvel movie rights.
Yeah. And they whiffed.
They did. So this is another story where apparently a
DC
lot of studios turned it down.
just doesn't know anything about what they're doing.
Well, that's not DC, though. DC is not going to own Iron Man.
Well, no, but it's Warner Brothers, which is DC, and New Line Cinema is DC.
New Line Cinema.
Yeah, New Line Cinema.
Okay. Well, that's interesting. I guess, the same company could have owned DC and Marvel.
Yeah.
The movie rights, at least. Speaking of Marvel, though, according to Deadline, Marvel has chosen Jeff Loveness to write Avengers: The Kang Dynasty. Jeff wrote the upcoming Ant-Man sequel, which will reportedly feature Kang.
Right. Quantum. What is it called?
Quantum Mania.
Quantum Mania. That's
And
right.
if he's going to be in it, then maybe Loki will be in it.
Right.
You know what's going to be great is one day we're going to have like the Thor Loki reunion again. And it's going to be great. What? You're alive again? Okay, he's alive again. Whatever.
He's always alive, right? You can't kill Loki.
And he's like, no, brother, I'm not a piece of shit anymore.
I've changed. That was a different Loki.
Brother.
I met Sylvie, a female Loki version of
She's
me.
a piece of shit. She caused all of this.
That's right.
Yeah. But I mean, obviously Loki was obviously turning good at the end of Ragnarok in a way, but
In a way.
Jeff also, you'll like this, Josh. He's written multiple episodes of Rick and Morty.
Oh, wow. Okay, so that's really interesting. So you're
Yeah.
getting a Quantum Mania, and
Right.
Rick and Morty is just like batshit crazy all the time.
Yes.
So this Quantum Mania and King Dynasty could probably just be like wild.
Well, you
out of
can't name a
belief.
movie Quantum Mania and, not
Be
go
wild, right?
Yeah, like the Multiverse of Madness. Wasn't quite as maddening as people hoped, but I still liked it.
Interesting. So we might not be getting any portal jumping like in Rick and Morty, but maybe America Chavez makes an appearance too and
I don't know. We'll
opens
see.
things.
Well, I mean, yeah, they're going to probably go back in time. Mm-hmm. I mean, that's the whole Kang thing anyway.
That's true.
With the, what was it? The TVO?
the TVA.
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 TiVo? That was like his TiVo. Yeah.
His TiVo.
Yeah, Kang Dynasty. I think that's 2024, right?
I'm not sure about the time dates. No, but
I think so.
I'm really excited. Do you know how many episodes of Rick and Morty he wrote?
It said
Just a
like
couple.
6 on
6. Okay.
Yeah, on IMDb.
Pretty interesting. Hopefully none from season 5 because season 5 sucked. Season 6, Rick and Morty, I would suggest people check out. I've just watched 2 episodes of it. It's great. And I'm sure the rest of the season is going to be amazing.
Okay, Kang Dynasty 2025. So they still have like 3 years of building up these current characters, which I don't have a lot of faith in, honestly, at this point. You got to hope. I mean, I would expect Tom Holland will come back to be like the main star because who else could it be? It can't be She-Hulk.
What? You don't think so?
Oh, fuck off.
Or maybe Moon Knight?
It's not going to be Moon Knight either.
Moon Knight either.
No, I mean, now that, Captain America, Chris Evans is gone, Robert Downey Jr., Tom Holland's the biggest star now, and he's got the biggest character. It's
For
Spider-Man.
sure. As long as he wants to
Spider-Man
continue
needs to
playing
be
it.
leading the Avengers by the
Right.
next Avengers movie. Who else is it going to be? Captain Marvel? Blah.
The Winter Soldier?
No, he cannot lead Marvel. He's he's one of the fucking Suicide Squad guys.
Oh, that's right. One of the new Thunderbolts. Yeah.
Thunderbolts.
Interesting.
So,
Yeah,
it's got to be Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Unless they can convince Robert Downey Jr. to come back, but I don't see that happening. Moving on, in a recent press conference, the Squid Game director, I'm not going to say his name because I honestly can't pronounce it, so I'm not even going to try. But
That's okay, I got you.
The director of Squid Game said that Leonardo DiCaprio is a fan of the show, and he says he might ask Leo to join the cast.
Could he be like one of the, like in Deadpool, when Brad Pitt was in it for just but 1 second?
Yeah.
So Leo's in it, but he dies immediately in the first game.
I mean, there's no way. No, I mean, Leo would probably play like one of the rich white men that watch the people play.
Like Calvin Candy?
Yeah.
But instead just evil. Well, maybe not racist, but I guess zingoist? Is that what it's called when you don't care about the social classes?
I don't know.
Whatever it is. But yeah.
Well, yeah,
A
he could be
different
one of
asshole.
those rich people that were watching them.
Oh, when he tried to fuck that dude?
Well, Leo didn't.
No. But
You said he.
in Squid Games, when the old fat guy was trying to fuck that one guy, the police chief, right, or one of the police captains. It was good. It was funny.
Police chief.
No, it wasn't the police chief. It was one of the police guys.
The detective.
The detective.
Yeah.
Sorry. Thank
in
you.
disguise.
Thank you for saving me.
Uh-huh. And it's Squid Game, not Squid Games.
Whatever. Squid Games. It's gonna be games. Now it's number 2.
No. Also, Deadline reports that Warner Brothers is moving forward with a sequel to the 2005 Constantine movie with Keanu Reeves returning as John Constantine. This has become like a cult, like a cult favorite with a lot of people.
Did you ever see Constantine 1?
I did.
Okay.
Constantine 1.
Well,
Yeah, I saw Constantine.
Now it's Constantine 1.
Well, what? Did you ever see Constantine 2? No, it's not out yet, Josh.
It's coming out. No, but it was like on the
I didn't
edge.
jump in the Quantum Mania.
It was the edge of scariness for me. I
It was
thought
not scary.
Constantine. I've almost said Constantine 1 again. Constantine was pretty damn scary, you know?
No.
It was the edge of scariness for me. So
Edge of scariness.
That's like my scariness tolerance level is Constantine.
It's not scary
Like right
at
around
all.
there.
My God.
Yeah.
What scared you in that movie?
He was fighting the devil.
Oh.
Yeah, it was pretty bad.
You mean the Russian guy from Armageddon?
Yeah, it was terrible.
You just got to remember he's the Russian guy from Armageddon. No, I mean I thought Constantine was okay. I thought it could have been way better. Obviously, I know nothing about the comic, so I'm just basing
me
it
neither.
on the movie. I was like, yeah, it was all right. I think it could have been way better. The devil was obviously like the best part because that actor played it so great. Mm-hmm. So we'll see what happens, but everything is getting a sequel now or remade or
Right. I am worried that, it's Warner Brothers and it's DC, so kind of curious how that direction might go. At the very least, it might be pushed back to 2028 or something like that.
maybe.
He's always pushing things back there.
Yeah, well, we'll see if Keanu has to do another Matrix movie, forced into another Matrix
Oh,
movie.
man. Yeah, isn't that
Hopefully
funny?
not, my God.
Yeah, where can they go after that?
Also, an unofficial Joker movie, and I say that with quotes, Joker movie, was pulled from the Toronto International Film Festival due to rights issues. The film stars director Vera Drew as a trans woman Joker set in a reimagined version of Gotham. And apparently Bob Odenkirk's in it.
As what?
But I watched the trailer. I did not see him in the trailer. This movie looks terrible. It's basically a parody. It's a parody
video?
of the Joker. It's like a parody of the Joaquin Phoenix Joker movie, but it looks bad. It's all green screen CGI, and the budget was clearly extremely low, and everything just looks terrible, and the jokes are really bad.
Interesting. So someone actually got word to probably whoever owns the Joker's rights and like
Warner Brothers.
Warner Brothers, like no.
Well, the
that
thing
can't go
is,
forward.
if it is parody, so like that's with copyright issues, you can make a parody. But the thing is, Warner Brothers could still threaten to sue you and then hold you up in court forever, even if you ultimately win. It could take years because it's Warner Brothers and they have money.
Right, and a small indie film isn't going to be able to do anything like that.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So,
well, it's listen, if they're not going to let Batgirl come out, they should probably do everything possible to make sure that movie never sees the light of day.
It looks really, really bad.
In fact, try to find a way to pull the links off of YouTube and
I imagine it will probably be okay on YouTube, like as long as you're not selling it. Mm-hmm. This is a film festival, so you're kind of showing it in hopes that someone wants to buy it, but that's another. I don't know. Maybe the festival just didn't want any bullshit. But I imagine this could just be thrown up on YouTube. There's plenty of fan-made Spider-Man movies and Batman. There's stuff on that's on YouTube, and some of it's not so bad, honestly.
That's how to make money nowadays. You don't try to actually make a great movie. You make a really, really shitty movie and force Warner Brothers or whoever else to buy you out.
It starts with as far back as I can remember. I always wanted to be a Joker.
Oh God!
So it's the good. It's just Jesus. Bad parody. It's like those scary movies. Scary Movie 5, and they just become really bad. I love what was that. When I was in high school and early college years, they started making parody films of everything. There was the wedding parody movie. There was the parody of vampire, the Twilight, and they all look terrible. And all they do is quote the real movie, but then be duh, and then make a stupid face. And it's well, that's not a joke. You're not doing anything. You're not even trying.
I thought my life was a tragedy. Wink.
Yeah, I remember once they mocked one of those shitty movies mocked Meet the Parents. Mm-hmm. And then he just goes, "Hey, I have nipples. Can you milk me?" And it's well, you're just quoting the line from the movie. You're just literally copying it. That's not even a parody at that point. Yeah. So that's what this movie looked like. It looked really bad.
The Slate.com says the trans Joker movie is a sight to see. Too bad it might never be seen again.
Yeah.
Interesting. So they saw I guess people saw the whole movie at this film festival?
No, it was pulled.
No, it was pulled?
Yeah. Okay. But I'm sure some people got to see it, somehow. And who knows? It might even be on YouTube as we speak. But what else do you have? Because that's about it. That's all I got. There wasn't a ton.
The only other thing I got, which I thought was kind of interesting for fans of the Beverly Hills trilogy.
Okay.
With Eddie Murphy. Beverly Hills Cop 4 is going to happen.
Well,
Jerry Bruckheimer, in an interview with comicbook.com. Bruckheimer.
Yeah.
Bruckheimer. Shared that they're, in an interview with comicbook.com, shared, we're making another Beverly Hills Cop. We'll start in next week or 10 days, and that's going to be for Netflix. So.
And you've confirmed it's starring Eddie Murphy.
Yes, and other people that
are you excited about this?
I like the movies.
Yeah, but you know what happens when they make these sequels?
I know.
30 years later, they're never good.
I didn't watch Coming to America 2, but
I saw a few scenes. My parents were watching it, and I was like, it looks so bad.
I'll watch I'll watch Beverly Hills Cop 4 though. Beverly Hills Cop 4. I like the first 3. They're fun.
I know, but I'm telling you,
Judge
it's probably going to be
Reinhold
bad.
will also be back in the movie, and so will John Ashton, who were, some of the California cops.
It's going to be bad. It's going to be bad. Eddie Murphy. I heard Eddie Murphy was going to release stand-up specials. Where are those?
Yeah, I'd love to see those too. Yeah, we could review those. Wouldn't that be fun? That'd be very fun.
Maybe. He's like one of the best stand-ups ever.
Yeah.
So I'd actually be interested in that, see if he's still funny. But I don't know.
For sure.
What are they going to do? Nutty Professor 3 next?
No.
I loved those movies too when I was a kid. Nutty Professor? I thought that shit was hilarious.
Dr. Dolittle 4? I don't know how many Dr. Dolittle.
I don't care about Dr. Dolittle, honestly, but that's all you have?
That's all I got.
All right, well, the top 5. You chose this, right?
I chose this.
Top 5 favorite Star Wars TV shows / movies?
Yeah, Star Wars
Can
content,
we add video games?
I don't think you can add video games.
What do you mean you don't think?
I don't think.
It's our thing.
No. We can't add video games. No.
Because then I'd have 5. I only have 3.
Andrew, there's like 30 Star Wars pieces of content.
Yeah, I told you.
You couldn't find 5?
I don't like a lot of Star Wars stuff. I think, okay, the prequels are all shit.
Man,
the sequels are all shit.
The sequels are not bad.
Yeah, they're bad.
No,
they're all bad.
I like them.
They're all terrible.
You're just a hateful person, Andrew.
Okay, well, go ahead.
I will say, apparently, if you got 4, this is one more than your list from last week.
I don't have 4.
Oh.
Yeah.
I thought you said 4.
No.
All right, well, I'll start with my top 5. That's terrible drum roll. Number 5 is the Book of Boba Fett. I like that.
What? We
wasn't-
reviewed it on this podcast,
I thought
and
it
you
was-
said how bad it was.
No, there were some good scenes. You got a
You
Boba
mean when it
riding-
became the Mandalorian show?
Yes.
No.
The last half of it was good when he started riding the Rancor, and it was fun. I got the whole backstory with all the sand people. I liked it. I got to experience a fun journey through Boba's eyes.
It was not good.
Boba was boring as a character.
Those teenagers. Oh.
The teenagers were terrible. But yes, it got fun. It got fun.
Okay, go ahead.
All right.
This is going to be a bad list.
Number 4. You make the list next week. Number 4 is Star Wars: A New Hope.
The first one.
First Star Wars movie.
Episode 4.
Well, episode
In the-
1 to me.
in the order.
It went backwards, yes.
Yeah.
The first one, I really loved it. Number 3 is a Rogue One. Really,
Rogue
really
One?
loved it.
Just Rogue One.
Rogue One. That's what
Yeah.
I said. Really fun movie. Number 2,
Fun movie. It's about war.
I know, but it's fun.
I don't know about fun. I think Rogue One is excellent, but I don't know about fun.
It's fun. It's got
like war.
drama, and it's got a lot of intrigue. It's good. And it's not necessarily like a hardcore Star Wars movie.
I mean, it's everything. It's nothing like a Star Wars movie. That's
No.
why I like it so much.
Number 2 is the Mandalorian series. I mean, that's
Yeah.
just one of the most amazing pieces of content ever. And number 1 is one of my favorite movies of all time is Empire Strikes Back. I just love the frozen world, the battle. Get to see some Yoda. It's really great. Love
Yeah,
it.
the Frozen stuff is good. Here's my top 3.
Ah,
it's all on
it's 3 again.
Josh's list. If I could include video games, I would have Jedi Academy number 1 and Jedi Knight 2 as number 1. That'd be 1
I
and
never
2
played
for
any
me.
of the Star Wars
I love
games.
those video games. But all right, my top 3, I got Empire Strikes Back. It's really the only Star Wars in all 9 of them.
Mm-hmm.
It's really the only one I like. I think New Hope is so corny, and so is Return of the Jedi with the fucking Ewoks.
Jedi's terrible.
It's so cringy. But I do like Empire Strikes Back. I mean, how could you not? That's when Darth Vader reveals himself to Luke.
Mm-hmm.
I'm your father, all that shit. Number 2, I have Rogue One.
Of course.
Again, it's just a great war movie. It's like, oh, we're actually taking Star Wars seriously now. That's cool.
Yeah.
It grew up in a way.
It was intense. It was good.
And then number 1 is The Mandalorian show.
Yeah.
For obvious reasons.
For obvious reasons.
That's just a really, really fun show. And Grogu's so cute. No, but I mean, they took a small thing and they made it really cool. I love how grounded it is. Mm-hmm. If I had to choose number 4, I'd probably put the Obi-Wan show. But again, I just thought that was okay.
Over the Book of Boba Fett?
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
Boba Fett was boring. And I'd probably put Boba Fett as 5, but again, I don't think they really didn't
Okay.
deserve to be in my list, I felt.
Well, the whole reason we're doing this
Again,
list,
don't hate me. I'm not the biggest Star Wars fan. I really just like a couple video games.
I'm not the biggest Star Wars fan,
But I'm
either,
excited.
I like a lot of them.
Look, I'm excited for Andor because
Right.
again, that is Rogue One stuff,
And
and
that's
I'm
the whole
excited
reason for
for
this list.
what's her name? Rosario Dawson, Oksana.
I can't remember her name in the show. But
Sakana?
yeah, Rosario Dawson. But
As
yeah,
that Jedi, I think that could be good.
so Andor comes out this Wednesday. 3 episodes of Andor.
Fuck.
I'm not entirely sure how we're going to do Andor. If we do
If we
one a week,
recap all 3, we can just contain it better, I think.
all 3,
You know what I mean?
It's going to be a long week.
We'll see.
Yeah. But I'm excited because, like we both mentioned, Rogue One is one of our favorites.
Yeah.
And this is like a prequel to Rogue One almost.
Yes.
That's pretty much.
All right, here's some of the...
Did we decide what we're going to do next week?
What? Dude, they have to do the fan lists.
Well, I thought we just walk and decide.
No, we don't do that yet.
Okay.
This is from Rectum with a W. He says, this is how I feel at this moment, but this list changes on a weekly basis depending on how I feel.
A Star Wars fan. Okay.
He's got number 5 is the Clone Wars cartoon. Fucking super badass, but not canon. He's got Star Wars Rebels. Darth Maul was amazing. That's a card. So this is all like he's got Clone Wars season 7. I don't know if that's. I guess that's. Seems
that
like
part
it's
of
the
the
same
cartoon?
thing though.
We'll just count it all. Clone Wars.
Then he's got the Mandalorian number 2, and then number 1 he has Rogue One. So there you go.
Rogue One. Yep.
PCJ. I don't know what order this is, but he's got Star Wars, Rogue One, Empire Strikes Back, The Mandalorian, and then Ewok Adventure, Caravan of Courage.
I did not hear about that one.
That's probably something that's really, really bad. Yeah, it's probably
Maybe.
some puppet show they did once. Like the
cartoon
Star Wars,
special?
didn't they have a Christmas special like in the late 70s after Star Wars? And it
No.
was like apparently the worst thing ever.
Like what was it? Groot's little 10-minute episodes
I think
or whatever.
it's way worse than that. They had like a holiday special episode, and it's them like all singing Christmas songs and shit.
Interesting.
Amir, he's got Empire Strikes Back, Obi-Wan Kenobi, Rogue One, Mandalorian, and his number 1 is Revenge of the Sith. Yeah, I just can't get over Anakin.
I mean,
he's so
teach
bad.
their own, but
Bobby the Mark Soydam, he just has 1. He's got The Rise of Skywalker, and then he says, this is a complete joke, by the way. Obviously, no one can have that. That might be the worst of all those Star Wars movies. Jake Baker, he's got A New Hope, Revenge of the Sith, Solo, Rogue One, and Return of the Jedi. That's 5. I don't know which is number 1. I guess maybe A New Hope because it's
I
at the
never
top
saw
of the list.
Solo. I heard so many bad reviews about it.
I watched like 30 minutes, and then I was like, this is boring. And I don't usually stop watching movies, but I was like, I know what happens at the end. At the end of Solo,
Uh-oh.
Darth Maul is revealed to still be alive. And apparently they were going to make more, but most people didn't really like, having Solo be played by someone that's not
Right.
Harrison Ford, even though he's young. Mitch Tar, he's got Empire Strikes Back, Mandalorian, A New Hope, Return of the Jedi, and Rise of Skywalker!
Wow. Maybe that one's a troll too?
I don't know. Hey, to each their own.
To each their own.
But you're wrong. Jerry Yang, he's got what? Bad Batch? I don't know what that is. That a cartoon as well?
That's a cartoon. Johnny Gargano said that was one of his favorite things, and I did want to watch that.
Okay. Bad Batch, Clone Wars, Obi-Wan, Rogue One, and then Mandalorian is his number 1.
I believe Bad Batch is about the stormtroopers, but like a stormtrooper division.
Okay.
Yeah.
Michael Scarn. I mean, I've heard a lot of people say like the Clone Wars cartoons are really good. Michael Scarn, The Force Awakens, Empire Strikes Back, A New Hope, Rogue One, and then his number 1 is Mandalorian. Noah WW, he's got Solo, Empire Strikes Back, A New Hope, Rogue One, and then his number 1 is Return of the Jedi. So he likes the Ewoks.
Okay. Ewoks are fine. That'd probably be number 6 or 7 for me.
Carlos Ramirez, Revenge of the Sith, Rise of Skywalker, Force Awakens, A New Hope, and then his number 1 is also Return of the Jedi. How about that?
Okay. Interesting.
Joey Cage, A New Hope, Return of the Jedi, Empire Strikes Back, Obi-Wan, and Revenge of the Sith is number 1. I imagine, like, maybe a lot of these people were kids when Revenge of the Sith came out.
Maybe.
I actually
Maybe.
liked Attack of the Clones when I was a kid because it was a lot of lightsaber fights. There were a ton of lightsaber fights in that one. But then, you watch it again as an adult. And it's
Like, oh no.
This is pretty
How
rough.
did I like this?
I mean, Yoda fighting,
Right.
DX Striker, A New Hope, Revenge of the Sith, Mandalorian, Rogue One, Empire Strikes Back is his number 1.
Revenge of the Sith actually, let's see, I guess this is Google ratings, 4.8. on Google ratings.
For what?
Revenge of the Sith.
Okay.
Interesting.
It's only 1,200 reviews. But yeah.
Interesting.
Steven with a V. He's got The Mandalorian, Rogue One, Rogue One, Rogue One. Okay.
Some man after Andrew's heart.
Yeah. Jonathan Loreno, Obi-Wan Kenobi, Return of the Jedi, Revenge of the Sith, The Mandalorian, and number 1 is Rogue One.
Rogue One.
Jonathan Ramos, The Force Awakens, Rogue One, A New Hope, Empire, and his number 1 is The Mandalorian.
The Mandalorian is great. Yes, it is.
Yes. So, there you go. Again, there's not a lot of good Star Wars content to really pick from. That's the issue there.
Maybe
Again,
what we should do next
your
week
lists suck, Josh.
is top 5 Star Wars characters.
Go fuck yourself. We're done with the Star Wars for now.
Well, you try to
Number
think
1.
of something.
What's going to be number 1 on everyone's list, Josh? Darth Vader.
I was going to say Grogu.
No, it's not going to be Grogu.
You'll get a lot of Grogus. I bet you will.
Princess Leia? Oh, no. Child Leia. What?
What?
The fuck? Yeah.
Okay, we can't read this list anymore.
After Darth, who would be number 2? Yoda? It'd be Vader, Yoda. Who would be number 3?
Mando.
Yeah, probably. And then Grogu and, I don't know, Darth Maul. He just looked cool. He really wasn't cool.
Anakin. Oh, no, not Anakin.
Shut the fuck up. Okay, well, next week, what do we want to do?
My list was shitty this week.
It's true.
I think it's all on Andrew. Andrew has to think of an amazing list this week.
I'll get back to you on that.
Oh, Lord Jesus. We'll get
All
back
right.
to us, fans.
Well, let's get through.
Top 5 She-Hulk moments.
That's nothing. There are none.
There's a couple.
All right, episode 5 of She-Hulk. God help us all. She-Hulk by Titania.
Titania.
No, she's Titania.
Titania.
Titania is basically Kim Kardashian.
But a superhero?
Okay, who is she? Why did she break in the courtroom? We still don't know.
Right. How in the world did she get out?
How did she get the powers? Is she one of those people from the planet that Hulk went back to or something?
No, I think we just have to stop wondering where these people got powers and just accept
Hey, don't worry about it.
everyone in this universe.
It's just a
apparently
TV
has
show.
powers.
It doesn't have to make sense. Literally, nothing has to make sense.
Well, not a lot makes sense in this show for sure. You just have to.
I thought wrestling was bad. I thought AEW was bad.
AEW is very bad.
She-Hulk makes AEW look like an award-winning fucking show.
No, that's not true. Andrew.
She-Hulk.
That's not true.
She-Hulk makes Danhausen look cool.
No, get the fuck out of
Yes,
here.
absolutely.
That's a lie.
I'd rather watch Danhausen. I'd rather watch Danhausen.
Oh, and the pizza guy? Yeah.
I'd rather watch the pizza guy.
Watch them both.
Pizza
Yeah,
guy.
a
I'd rather
30-minute
watch
show.
the pizza guy versus Danhausen for the AEW championship.
Please, watch a 30-minute show of those guys, and then She-Hulk, and you're going to come back to She-Hulk screaming.
She-Hulk.
Saying, I can't wait to watch another episode.
She-Hulk might be the worst thing I've ever seen in my life. Movie or TV show. I'm not
it's
kidding.
not.
I am not kidding. It might be the worst I've ever seen.
Listen.
The worst I've ever seen.
It's not great, but that doesn't mean it's not. It's the worst thing we've ever seen.
Does the show make sense at all? On any level, does it make sense?
They do have some.
Is there even a plot? I thought superheroes are supposed to fight bad guys, not take them to court.
Well, this is a court-based show.
So is Daredevil. Daredevil's a fucking lawyer, but you know what? He beats people up. He doesn't go on Tinder and try to fuck people.
She just
Who
fucked
gives a
people
shit?
once. She's a strong female lawyer that's trying to survive in a Hulk size in a people sized world.
They suck. This sucks. This show gets worse every single week. How is She-Hulk gonna be in an Avengers movie? How?
Oh, I don't think she's going to be in an Avengers movie. No way. Not with a CGI like this.
No, she will.
No.
Yeah, they'll massively improve the CGI for the movie.
This
I hope she's not. I really hope she's not, but she will, Josh.
She's going to be in Quantum Mania.
No one actually likes this show. There's really no one that actually likes this show. They get IGN because they're all, oh, we don't want to get canceled and say that a show starring a woman sucks. No one can be honest nowadays. IGN 9 out of 10.
I've talked
oh,
to
wow,
a few
it's almost
people,
as good as Breaking Bad?
I've talked to, well, that's not true. I've talked to a few people that do like the show, and most of the stuff that people say is that they're in it
well, give me your drugs.
For the cameos.
Give me your drugs.
And for the breadcrumbs. You know,
give me your breadcrumbs of drugs that you have.
I don't think it's not mine. I'm just telling you what people.
Well, no, the person that gave you those drugs, like, give me their number so I can get those drugs from them, so I can enjoy She-Hulk.
Listen, it's fine. It's a fine show.
It's not a fine show.
I think it's.
It's a 0 out of 10.
No,
it's a 0.
It's a 5.
And they're gonna ruin my favorite fucking TV show. They're gonna ruin Daredevil.
Listen, I want to see Daredevil interact with the. I don't.
I'm gonna punch you in the face.
I'm kidding. Yeah, there was
Daredevil's gonna show up next week. He's gonna be like, "I know what we can do to stop Titania. Let's copyright her name." And then they fucking. Oh god, it's gonna be so fast. What is the point of? No one fights each other in this movie.
They're fighting each other through the legal battles and legal maneuvering.
This is your ultimate troll. This is Josh's ultimate troll.
It's a 5. I'm not saying it's great. I'm not saying it's
a 5 is a bad
seen.
Rating.
You're saying it's a 0.
But you said it's all right. 5 is not all right. 5 is bad.
It's a meh. It's a meh. It's a meh. It's a 5.
No, you have to actually grow a dick and choose. Is it good or bad? Give it a 4 or a 6.
5.5.
No. You won't even give it a 6 because you know it sucks.
It's not great, Anthony.
Oh my God, she stole my name even though I don't like that name. I'm over it. I promise I'm over it.
It's fun. It's fun. I can't listen. I can't explain.
Every man
why.
on this show is just evil and stupid. There's not one good man in this show.
Well, the hot doctor seemed like he was pretty good.
No, what?
He was just an asshole. He didn't like the ugly chick.
So he's not good. He's an asshole.
But he's a hot doctor. He saves people's lives. You know, and he's a feminist. He was reading a feminist book.
Yeah, but he's not a good person. None of the men in this show, even Bruce Banner, who's like, "Hey, Jen, let me help you figure this out." She's like, "I got it. I don't need a man. I got it. Let me snap my fingers." Okay, got it. Oh, that's great.
I got it.
How intriguing. Here's the thing. Like, what was interesting about the Hulk for so long is that, oh my God, if I get angry, I'll turn into the Hulk and I'll kill people and everything. But as soon as she gets the Hulk power, she can control it 100%. How is that an interesting character? It's not.
Not as
You can
soon.
choose when to be She-Hulk and when not to be. It doesn't.
It went.
There's no intrigue.
It went alarmingly quick, and there are no stakes because
there's no stakes.
She's always sweet and happy Jin. There's no threat of an angry suicidal Hulk. You know.
Hulk. So one of the evil male lawyers, because he's a man, wants to get the new Iron Man 3 sneakers.
I don't think. No, he's just one of the guys that are work. He's not an evil male lawyer.
Oh, he's evil. They don't like him. He shows up and then she's like, "Ugh, what do you want, man?"
Well,
and he's like, "Hey."
Well, it's just because he's a man.
Hey.
Yeah.
Listen, bitch. I want these new Iron Man sneakers. Can you help me?
Didn't say bitch. No, he seems like a doofus.
What was the plot of this episode? It was this guy that wants Iron Man sneakers.
The entire plot of this episode was Jen getting a wardrobe?
And Jen wants a new suit.
A new suit.
That's the plot.
So she can look like a sexier Hulk.
So she could twerk better with Megan Thee Stallion.
Oh, yeah, we haven't seen Megan Thee Stallion back yet.
Yeah, thank God. So Jen's BFF and sneaker lawyer go to a cafe.
Boba Cafe,
and they buy some shitty rip-off Avengers merch in order to get the address of a superhero tailor. Now, look.
That was funny. The Avengers.
No.
That's
if you're illegally selling merch anyway, then you would just make it say the Avengers and then be okay with it. You're illegally selling it under the table anyway. That's how the black market works. If you go to Chinatown and you talk to the right people, though you'll walk. I did it. You walk down an alleyway and then they'll sell you Gucci purses.
Gucci with a K?
No, it'll be spelled correctly because it's illegal. That's the whole point. No one wants to buy Gucci purses. This show is so dumb.
It's dumb. It's dumb,
Yeah.
but it's like fun.
Not in a good way.
It's like a fun dumb.
So
It's like a
She-Hulk
fun
sues Titania over the trademark, and She-Hulk walks into the courtroom, and Titania calls her Shrek, which is already a joke that's been made online since the first trailer came out. She looks like Princess Fiona.
She does, doesn't she?
And it's like, what are you doing? You're making fun of yourself because of the shitty CGI? Like, what? I don't understand.
Yeah.
You're just mocking yourself. Like, oh, we know it sucks. We know this show sucks.
Yeah.
And Hulk's on another planet. Apocalypse was let out of jail. We haven't seen him.
He's off with his 8 maidens.
What's the point? What's the point of having him on the show?
Listen, we're getting there eventually, probably, hopefully.
Also in this suit, She-Hulk does not represent herself because she's not a good enough lawyer.
Well, I think it's just bad to represent yourself if you're not Saul Goodman.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's compare those fucking shows. So Jen and the BFF go to the superhero tailor, and again, I can't get over the fact that they keep cutting away each time Jen transforms. Why did they release this show? I don't understand. We could have lived without it. Please, trust me on this. We could have lived without it, or we could have waited, 6 months, a year, a decade, until I'm dead, and then you can release the show when the graphics are good.
When the graphics are better, for sure. But they just wanted to get it out as soon as possible. They've got a deadline. They've got to keep cranking these things out.
So She-Hulk wins the case against Titania. You know how she does it?
How's she doing, Andrew?
She has her Tinder dates testify that they wouldn't have gone out with Jen if she wasn't She-Hulk. Because she ugly.
Yeah.
And that's what's really dumb about this show is she's not ugly.
No.
And yet the show
She's
wants us to
average.
keep saying, like, look how ugly she is. She's so ugly because men wouldn't want her. And it's like, yes, they would. All these men would date her.
I don't know about that, but I certainly would. She'd be on my list.
Like, she's,
Yeah, she's fine.
she's like a 6 or a 7.
Yeah.
They even say it on the show. Like, that's not bad looking.
No.
She would not have a problem getting dates in real life.
I don't think so. No.
So that's a stupid. But again, they're just pushing that narrative because men are pigs. Men just want big Hulk titties. And they want big Hulk asses.
I don't know if I want big Hulk titties, to be honest.
You want those big Hulk titties. It's just so dumb. And then the judge is like, yup, I got it. Okay, so these guys want to fuck you as the Hulk. You win the case. What the shit is that?
Yes, the law proceedings are a little bit. You're left
Okay, we
a
have
little bit
videotape
wanting.
of her saying that she's not She-Hulk. And you win the case.
No,
So
but then
dumb.
she accepted.
Why
that
not
she
have her
was
lose the
She-Hulk.
case and then, you actually keep some sort of story in this show, some sort of, conflict, because there's none. This episode ends with her getting a new suit, and that's the end of the conflict. Oh, and look, there's Daredevil's new suit. Dun, dun, dun. Oh my
shit.
God.
Oh, shit. That means next week we're going to see Daredevil pick up the suit.
Yeah, please
Right?
no.
I know. He went from that. What was the guy's name that used to make his suits?
I don't remember the name.
I don't remember his name, but he was fantastic. And he went to now this goofball. Yeah.
This show sucks.
Didn't even get a.
We still don't know why Titania broke into the courtroom. We don't know anything really about her.
We still never got anything from the people that were trying to steal her blood or whatever that attacked her that one night.
Right.
And we didn't even talk about her cousin that just like randomly showed up in her house.
Was it her cousin?
It was her cousin.
Yeah.
Like, listen, there's a lot of weird and strange things in this show, but I'm just watching
There's
it for
4 episodes left, and I mean, he's
Daredevil's
showing
next
up.
week.
Oh, there's her new suit, by the way.
Oh shit.
There's her superhero suit that she finally gets.
Oh yeah, that is a Hulk ass.
That's a Hulk ass and Hulk titties and everything. Yeah, she's definitely he's in the next episode, and There she is talking. Can we just get this over with?
It's getting closer to being over with. So on IGN,
Here's the thing, like IMDb 6.5, 6.2, the Megan Thee Stallion episode 5.6. I mean, these are still too gracious.
A 5. That's what I'm telling you.
Yeah, but Marvel is like, it was getting review bombed negatively everywhere. So to combat this, they probably got bots to review bomb it the opposite way and give it 10 out of 10s.
Maybe.
That happened.
Well, it always happens on things like those. IGN has a little poll on She-Hulk, and it says, who's your favorite side character in She-Hulk so far?
Yeah.
Wong has 48% of the votes.
It's not even close.
Not even close.
Wong and then Bruce Banner, because he's a side
17.
character.
Yeah, interesting.
Titania,
Pug.
Nikki Pugh. Where's Madison with the...
Madison?
Isn't it Madison, the drunk girl that blew the devil?
Oh, shit.
She blew the demon, right?
Madison with one Y and two N's, but it's not what you think. Yeah, no, she's hilarious.
Oh, yeah, she's hilarious.
Yeah, Pug is the name of the weird, creepy lawyer, I guess is how we think of him.
Pug?
Which is a weird name in general.
You sure that's him, not the other guy that thought he was banging Megan Thee Stallion, Grammy Award-winning artist?
I think it's Pug.
Yeah, so 4 more episodes. Yeah,
4 more episodes, maybe 4 more episodes of Daredevil,
Uh-huh.
Four Daredevil-filled episodes.
What the fuck is he going to do? Okay, let's move on to House of the Dragon. Episode 5, a show I actually like.
Some good shit. This is definitely way better than a 5.
What would you rank this season so far?
It's not as good as Game of Thrones.
I mean, for me, it was like an 8, but now it's starting to get to like a 7 because it's just taking too long.
Yeah, I would say probably about a 7, something like that. 7.5.
And I'm kind of upset because, like, after this episode, next week, well, we'll talk about it later, I guess, but this is the first episode that doesn't have a time jump.
Right.
We finally meet Damon's real wife, but Damon immediately kills her.
Yeah, it's just like in She-Hulk, it's like we're led to believe that, Damon's wife is supposed to be really ugly and homely.
Yeah, he called her like a sheep, and then he was like, oh, no, sheep are better looking.
Yeah, and then, she doesn't really look that homely.
No, she was fine.
Yeah.
But Damon kills her. I'm still confused about how that went down because they look at each other. He doesn't even make a move, and then she goes for her bow and arrow, and then for some reason the horse like jumps and then falls on it. I don't know. The whole thing was weird.
I think it was just shot weird, but I think we're led to believe that Damon either flipped the horse or scared the horse.
But the writer said that it really wasn't his plan going in.
Right. He just Damon just seems to kind of go with the flow.
She falls on her back, so and it's assumed that something's broken.
The horse
she can't move. Yeah. And then he starts walking away, and she says, I knew you couldn't finish, which, again, is another troll. It seems like he can't get it up for anyone.
It does not seem like that.
His dick don't work.
Yeah, not even.
And that's why he doesn't have any heirs.
No heirs.
That's why he doesn't have kids, because he really, even though he goes to orgies,
right? And he
doesn't seem like he can come.
And he couldn't do it with the whore that he had either. Right? Wasn't that her thing? Like, oh, you have a baby, and she's like, I have a baby? What?
Yeah. Well, you don't fuck me.
Yeah.
I mean, eventually, I would imagine there's going to be some episode where Damon finally gets it one off.
You would imagine, but apparently the only person he has hots for is his niece.
His niece. Yeah. So yeah, she says, "I knew you couldn't finish," and she probably shouldn't have said that because then he finished her off.
Yeah.
Obviously not himself. He can't do that. Also, Otto Hightower leaves the castle because he's no longer the king's hand. But before he leaves, he tells his daughter that the king will not live to be an old man. And if Rhaenyra takes the throne, there will be war just because people won't stand for a queen.
Right. On the Iron Throne.
On the Iron Throne.
And that he has to get Aegon ready or to bend the knee.
Yeah.
Yeah.
King Viserys visits the Valerians to propose a marriage between the Valerian son, Laenor, and Rhaenyra. Huh?
Laner.
Lord Corlys requests that his son become the new heir, but the king says no dice. They agree that the children will take the Valerian name, but when they take the throne, they will become Targaryens again.
That's kind of like a fair compromise, right? I mean,
Yeah.
He's trying to bend over backwards to make this work.
However, there's a problem. Laner is gay. And he has a boyfriend.
These things don't usually end well.
No. Rhaenyra and Laenor agree that, they'll do as their fathers ask, but basically to have like an open marriage.
Yeah, it seems like they're, hey, we both got side pieces, but we're going to make this work to give us some offspring,
Yeah.
to keep the line moving, but
Right.
we're going to go back to fuck the other people we like.
Yeah. So Rhaenyra's guard Christian, who she banged last week, suggests that they run away together. Fuck all this political bullshit. But she turns him down. However, she still wants to have him on the side. And he says, "You want me to be your whore?" So he's very offended by this.
And for people that watch Game of Thrones, this must have got your like, oh shit meter going off, because this is the exact same thing that Tyrion said to Shay. And it was great.
Spoiler alert.
Listen, Andrew, I'm trying to give fan service here.
Yeah, huh.
You're going to have to catch up. And you don't want to know when it's coming anyways.
When what? Damon's coming? No, we don't know.
I don't think he's ever came, to be honest.
So the queen speaks with Christian, and she starts to bring up the rumor about Rhaenyra and Daemon. Mm-hmm. And she's only talking to him because, he guards her.
Right. He's a queen's guard.
But he's stupid, and he opens his mouth and spills the beans before she even mentions anything.
She was totally fishing, right? She wasn't accusing him of anything.
No, she had no idea.
But he's like, I've got high honor, I'm just going to spill it and,
So he admits
kill
to
me if you
sleeping with
must.
her, and he assumes that he will be put to death, but the queen lets him leave and live because she's not evil. We've known that's, from the beginning.
Right.
That she's not. Also, King Viserys' infection is getting worse. Going halfway up his arm now.
God,
It's disgusting.
this guy.
And all
is-
because he cut his finger on the throne.
Right. He's just slowly falling apart.
That's why your mother says, you got to put the alcohol. You don't want to get infection.
That's right.
That's why.
They don't have any Neosporin.
You want leeches
Dang it.
sucking on your skin?
I don't.
No. So they have a pre-wedding feast, and Daemon shows up, but Viserys doesn't do anything about it because he's a pussy.
Damon is always getting not Damon. Viserys is just always getting people just like right in his nose,
Yeah.
like thumbing up.
Well, he's constantly being
Yeah.
disrespected. He starts to give a speech, but then the queen's
Shows up.
arrival throws him off, and she's wearing green, which is a massive insult because it's the Hightower color when they declare war.
Yeah,
Right.
So apparently, when they go to war, there's a beacon on top of the hill or whatever.
Yeah.
It shines green.
So the king announces a 7-day tournament with the wedding coming right after that.
Mm-hmm.
And then Rhaenyra and Laenor have a dance in front of everyone, including their lovers. And Daemon's wife's cousin accuses Daemon of killing her, his wife. But Daemon denies it and demands his inheritance.
The balls on this motherfucker.
Yeah.
He's a wild loose cannon, that Damon. And this is all with the hand listening as well. So the hand is starting to pick up like there's some trouble brewing.
Yes.
So I wonder if this is going to get back to Viserys as well.
So then Daemon tells Rhaenyra, you don't really want all this. You don't want Lenore. And so Rhaenyra dares him to take her to Dragonstone and make her his wife. She's like, well, then fucking do it.
Bitch.
And before
Right?
he could really respond, earlier, I guess, Lenore's boyfriend has a hunch that Christian is Rhaenyra's secret lover and basically tells Christian that he knows about them.
Mm-hmm.
And Christian snaps. He starts fighting the boyfriend, and a riot breaks out. A lot of people are fighting. But then Christian ends up punching the boyfriend to death.
And
Punches his face off.
Yeah, listen, I've seen a lot of brutal deaths in Game of Thrones, but this is right there up there.
I mean, they should really... Chris, he's strong. You punch someone's face off?
Fucking his hands, too. Jesus Christ.
Yeah. So that was... And obviously Lenore's all distraught, but then the king forces them to like have the wedding right there and then.
I'm not going to let anything else happen between now and the next 7 days.
Yeah.
You motherfuckers are getting married tonight. I don't care if there's still blood on the floor.
I now pronounce you husband, and then the king collapses to end the episode. Yeah. But also Christian was about to kill himself, but the queen stopped him. Mm-hmm. So I like her, you know? I don't want Christian to die.
No, I wonder if this is like maybe the
Christian's
queen.
almost like the hero of the show.
He's got a lot of...
And the queen.
The queen, too, yeah.
You know, Renaria kind of
both
was
good
the
characters.
beginning, but she's kind of being very selfish now and stuff. But
kind of turning a little bit selfish, kind of evil.
she wants the Iron Throne.
And
She actually cares about
the
all that
Iron
shit.
Throne and lusting after her uncle still, apparently.
That's why they say absolute power corrupts absolutely.
Yeah.
But
So-
next week, they show a trailer for next week's episode. It's a massive time jump where Renaria all of a sudden is very ugly now.
She's just grown into her body. She's an old lady now.
Old lady?
And apparently she has kids.
She's supposed to be like 28.
That's an old lady in medieval
And she looks
times.
50.
That's an old lady in medieval times. They don't have makeup back then, Andrew. She
Oh,
can't
they have
cover
makeup.
that up.
No, they have makeup.
She can't cover that up. So yeah, we're getting...
But we don't know. The trailer shows a lot. It's a lot of cuts, a lot of violence.
Mm-hmm.
But we don't know who Renee... Like, I don't think we see... Do we see her husband, Lenore, in that trail? We don't know because we don't know what they all fucking look like.
That's true. That's true. We did see a little kid. We don't know if that's Aegon or if that's going to be someone else.
And it looks like Damon might have married the Valerian's daughter.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Because he
was
kind of flirted with her in this episode.
He was a little macking on her a little bit. And Viserys is still alive. How the fuck is that motherfucker still alive?
Viserys is alive, but he's like, I mean, he's really on death's
He's
door.
down to like no hands, one
Yeah, maybe
finger.
he'll like be missing an arm. I didn't really notice in the trailer, but maybe he'll just like be missing half an arm.
like Gus Fring, just the entire left side of his body's dead.
I bet like I bet they like he had them like cut his like half of his arm off.
Maybe.
You know? But yeah, I mean this fucking guy.
He's hanging on for
He's gotta go.
life. He is. He's so weak. He's so weak.
I mean, this season needs to end with something insane happening.
Oh,
There's 5 episodes left.
I think we will. I think this was like I'm hoping at least that this was like the beginning of like, hey, we're starting to get back in Game of Thrones mode where things are about to get fucked up, you know, the rest of the way.
Right.
You know, we got a little taste of it at the wedding because weddings are always wild and wacky in the Game of Thrones world.
Right.
And, you know, going forward, I think there's going to be a little more contention and, you know, some more interesting things are going to pop up.
Well, I mean, there better be. I mean, there has to be. That's, you know, otherwise you don't really have a show, do you?
The ratings kind of picked up a little bit from episode 3 to episode 4. Still hasn't broken 2.0 in millions in America. But
2.0 millions? 2 million?
2 million in America. But I imagine after this past episode, we're probably going to get a bigger increase next week because people are going to be like, oh, Game of Thrones mode, baby.
Time jump.
Time
Maybe.
jump. Now we get a hotter, older, you know.
I mean, it's not a streaming app, and you know, like so.
It's kind of hard. Yeah.
Yeah. All right, fan questions. Luis Vasquez. Hey guys, just wanted to recommend the movie I saw this Friday, The Woman King. It's a badass movie about a bunch of badass African women warriors. No stupid wokeness, just badass action. A solid 9 out of 10 from me.
We've seen the trailers a bunch.
Yeah, just wasn't really interested. And now people are trying to get the movie canceled.
Really?
Because it's about an African tribe that actually sold African slaves.
Oh, Lord.
Like, it's a true story, but apparently it's not in the movie, but this specific tribe and this specific, you know, woman king or whatever, like, sold actual slaves and stuff. So,
Interesting.
I mean, but it's a movie about history. So it's like...
You edit a little bit of the history out?
Well, I'm just saying, like, how do you cancel... It's a movie about history. I mean, they've made movies about Hitler, for God's sakes.
Yeah. Lots of them.
Alan Kimmett, do you think anyone will make... But I guess in this sense, they're glorifying this tribe.
When maybe
when
they
really
shouldn't be glorifying it.
Yeah. I guess that's the argument. That's true. Alan Kimmon, do you think anyone will make a cameo super cute in She-Hulk?
Well, I mean, aside from Megan Thee Stallion,
Shut
she was
up.
super cute.
Have any of you ever read any of the Star Wars books? I really recommend Into the Void. One of my best friends read so many Star Wars books as a kid.
Yeah.
Like, he would constantly, he loved them. But no, I never did. Carlos Ramirez, happy late Batman Day. Pushfire Barry villain castings that could have happened. John Lithgow as the Joker in Batman 89. Robin Williams as the Riddler in Batman Forever.
Ooh.
And Matt Damon as Two-Face in The Dark Knight. That's true. I remember that was a rumor.
Robin Williams as
Yeah.
the Riddler? That sounds really good. And I like John Lithgow, too.
Well, Robin Williams also wanted to play the Joker in the first Batman.
Oof.
I would fire John Lithgow because it's Jack Nicholson. He did that perfect. Robin Williams is the Riddler in Batman Forever. I mean, it's a goofy movie anyway.
And
Jim Carrey played that. I mean, really, Jim Carrey's the best part of Batman Forever.
And what was the last one?
Matt Damon as Two-Face in The Dark Knight. I would push that.
Oh, in The Dark Knight?
That's also the best
That'd be pretty
movie
good.
with a great actor, and he's the better actor than the guy that played Harvey Dent, Aaron something.
Yeah, I know who you're talking about. I can't think of his name at the top of my head.
Yeah. So I would push Matt Damon. Noah WW, thoughts on the upcoming movies, Black Adam, Black Panther, and Avatar. Black Adam, it does not look good to me.
I don't know how to take Black Adam right now. I have high hopes for it, but DC's proved me wrong so many times.
Right.
I don't think
Black
it's going to be very
Panther
good.
looks really good.
And I'm excited
I'm
to see
intrigued
Namor.
to see who. Yeah, I'm intrigued to see who's going to become Black Panther. My guess at this time is still Michael B. Jordan.
Kilgore, yeah.
Although it's going to be weird that
Killmonger.
he died and came back, but
Oh, yeah. Yeah, the other guy died. And did not come back.
but he actually died and
Chadwick
somehow
Boseman.
doesn't come back, right? And then Avatar: The Way of the Water. I don't know. We haven't really seen much.
I'm not looking forward to it at all. I never
We
liked
haven't
the
really-
original Avatar.
We haven't really seen much. I mean, Avatar in theaters was a fun experience.
Because in theaters, and it's huge, and you get to see it in IMAX, and it's beautiful, and it's an amazing world. But I
loved it when it came out. I watched it recently a few years ago, and I mean the dialogue is really bad and the plot is really bad. It's it's very basic, but we'll see. Rampager, top 3 musicians turned actors. So there's Silvio in The Sopranos.
Really?
Yeah,
What did he sing?
it's musicians.
Yeah,
Musicians.
What kind
He
of
wasn't a
music?
singer.
Okay.
He was in oh fuck.
What type of music?
No. He's in that fucking. Oh God. I'm drawing a blank. He was in a famous band. It's that fucking old rocker guy.
Old rocker guy.
Hold on.
Is Jared Leto also on this list as a famous
Oh yeah, sure.
musician turned actor? Jared Leto would not be number 1 on the list, though.
Sorry, hold on. Let me find this.
Van Zandt.
That's him. Yeah, Bruce Springsteen. Springsteen E Street Band.
Really?
Yeah.
Interesting. Well, I guess he would be number 1.
Plays the guitar. I don't know why I drew that blank. Sorry, but
That's okay.
well, I don't know about number 1. I mean,
Well, I don't know who else is on the list.
what list?
You said a top. Did you have a list?
Yeah, we're making the list.
we're making the list.
No, he didn't say a list. He just said top 3 musicians turned actors.
So, and then you immediately said Silvio. I thought you'd mentioned. I thought it was
because
his.
he was, yeah.
I can't think of other ones other
Now
than
Joe
Jared Leto.
Pesci was a singer before becoming an actor. So if this is, I would say he's number 1. Joe Pesci's amazing.
Maybe that should be our list next week.
Jared Leto. Well, we're kind of doing it right now, but yeah, Jared Leto's up there as well.
I can't think of any else.
I mean, yeah, there's, off the top of my head, that's what I could think of. Joey Jojo Jr. Shabadoo. She-Hulk is Marvel's attempt to make someone other than Captain Marvel people least favorite character. It worked. Oh, like they're like, well, people hate Captain Marvel. Let's make She-Hulk, and then they'll like Captain Marvel a little bit more. Yeah, that's a good point.
It stands out because, She-Hulk's so bad. I don't know. I still kind of don't.
Omar,
like
can we
Marvel.
put a vote up to review a classic film? Yeah, maybe we could do that. Yeah. Also, I know it's not Star Wars, but these will never let you down. Here are my top 5 crunchy foods in no particular order. Taquitos, nachos, tacos, french fries, and tostadas.
I mean, sure.
Says, I also didn't watch She-Hulk this week. I feel good. No anxiety. Yeah. I envy you.
All right, Andrew.
Stephen with a V, can I make a recommendation for a top 5 list? Top 5 comedy series. So
I
TV
like Police
shows.
Academy and on TVs.
On TVs.
Yeah, on TV. I got what you're saying.
I watch it on TVs.
Like Community and whatnot.
Community would not be on my top 5 list.
Not yours, but I'm just saying, like comedy series. I got
Community
you.
would be on your top 5?
I mean, if I'm thinking about it, it's one of my favorite shows. Brooklyn 999. Yeah.
It's Brooklyn Nine-Nine, not 999.
99. Sorry.
You're like Dr. Steve Brule. Call cars 999. Movie trivia for Josh. In the movie Social Network, Justin Timberlake plays the role of Sean Parker, who is the inventor of...
Facebook. Oh, no. It was the original Facebook that eventually became Facebook. Napster.
Yeah, you got it.
There we go. Sorry. Woo! Saved myself.
Well, no, I mean, you got it wrong.
I know.
If this was a test, Josh, you got it wrong.
It wasn't multiple choice.
How many chances do you get on a test? You failed.
You have to give me multiple choice answers.
Invented Facebook. Jonathan Ramos, with movies being remade, rebooted, and reimagined.
I fucked that one up.
What's one movie you think could actually benefit from a remake and one that should be left alone because it's perfect as is? Can we do TV shows? I would remake She-Hulk.
Fucking stop hating She-Hulk so much. It's fine. It's
the only movies
fine.
that should be remade are action movies that could be made better with better graphics nowadays, But they made A League of Their Own, a TV show, and it's like, how could you make this better? You're not going to outdo Tom Hanks. Like,
to be honest, I know RoboCop has been remade so many times, but I wish they could do a good RoboCop. Like RoboCop back from the 90s, the graphics sucked. It was still fine. I loved it. But I wish they could make a good one now.
I don't think anything should be... leave it alone.
RoboCop
Stop
2022.
remaking everything. We need more original shit. PCJ, death is not an option.
Oh.
For the rest of your life, would you rather have to talk like Jar Jar Binks or look like Jar Jar Binks?
Oh, talk, for sure. No one respect me, but at least I don't have to look like Jar Jar Binks.
Yeah, but you would have
Andrew.
to...
Misa.
You'd have to go everywhere and be like... I'd be like, oh, here, Josh Reese. You'd be like, oh, Andrew, Misa was She-Hulk. Misa, I like the show.
Misa, love She-Hulk. She-Hulk good,
And then
Andrew.
That is so not Jar Jar Binks.
Yeah,
that sounds very racist, actually.
Oh, that was Jar Jar Binks.
No, it's not.
No?
No.
Did I lose
Why
it?
do you do impressions when you're bad at them?
I'm amazing at impressions, Andrew. Have you
It's like Thanos with Gamora, but I never taught you how to do impressions. That's why you're so bad at it.
I'm building them as we go. I'm building them as we
Misa
go.
Joshi Reese. Misa no get laid.
I haven't been laid in a while. Misa. No.
If you looked like him though, some women are probably there's probably
Jar
some
Jar
women
Binks fantasies.
Yes.
Yeah.
There's probably some women out there.
I don't think I want any of those women, to be honest.
Okay.
Like the furries people. No.
You might as well become one, Josh. It'll help.
No.
You become a furry, you'll get laid tomorrow.
Do that. Yeah, but then I go to like a Ramada or something like that. That's way too much work, Andrew.
I mean, you'll have a fun vacation.
It would be a fun vacation.
All right, that's all for fan questions. So make sure you subscribe to our podcast wherever you're viewing us. We have exclusive videos on the YouTube channel, youtube.com/Hollywood Hogwash Pod. We have some trailer reactions on there. some
and a
recent
fun
ones.
5-second movie we watched last week.
That's right. The
One of
Lion
the-
King in 5 seconds.
It was. I went through so many roller coaster of emotion. I was so happy, and then I was instantly sad in like the same 5 seconds.
Yeah. Follow the show on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram. We're also on TikTok now.
Oh shit, we are.
Yes, we are on TikTok. You fucking.
Oh fuck. Okay.
You followed the TikTok.
I haven't seen.
Let me
us
make
posting
sure I have the
TikToks.
right name. Hold on. Follow us on TikTok it's the same at Hollywood Hog Pod.
Okay.
You can follow us everywhere. We just started it and we need some, so please follow us at Hollywood Hog Pod on TikTok. And next week we got another She-Hulk with Daredevil. It could be good or bad.
Yeah.
We have House of Dragon again, and then we also have Andor.
Andor. 3 episodes of Andor.
Yeah, I mean, we'll see what happens, but yeah. See you next week.